Okay. I pushed the button.
You stopped it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Hello, everybody.
Oh, hi, guys.
It's okay. It's live with StreamYard. Did you
What
click that?
happened? I don't know what I did.
Okay, I'm gonna go take that off because I fuck that.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, how did that happen?
It's probably just clicked it. Because you're on that laptop. All it takes is dragging your hand over it, and it'll go on. It's a lot like a teenage boy. Just touch it, man. That shit.
Just touch it and it goes off.
All right.
Hi, guys. Welcome. Tuesday night, June 28th, right?
Yes.
2022. I'm back. We are your hosts, Yank and Gutter. I, of course, am Yank, the ugly one. We have beautiful Gigi over here, who blows away any other female person on the tubes. And we are glad to be back.
I'll send you that $100 later, Yank.
That's not what you told me it was going to be.
Well, now it's recorded, so that's what you're getting.
I guess that's what I'm getting. I missed you guys. I'm glad to be back. I had a great vacation. It was so nice to get away for a little while, deal with only real people, in other words, face to face. I didn't turn on the TV once. I didn't pay attention to any news. I just hung out with people, drank, socialized, ate food like a madman. Me and the missus, we had a great time. But we missed last Tuesday night. And I was definitely bummed out about that. Couldn't get a hold of the Wi-Fi signal network, or password rather, to get on the Wi-Fi network there. And it was a bit of a drag, but I did catch a little bit of the show. I guess we're doing a cooking show now.
Well, that's kind of how it all went. It was, it started out just talking about, I know what it was Bobby's, Eli.
Blame it on Bobby.
I'm blaming Bobby. I'm actually blaming Eli because Eli was the one in the background cooking. And that's what got us started on the whole.
I did catch that. What were they cooking?
Well,
I forget.
Bobby said it was a half a pig or something, but it wasn't.
Right.
It was just, I don't know if it was a pork shoulder or what it was, but it looked good. I didn't get the garlic pepper, Bobby, and when I went to the store yesterday, I spaced it off, and I knew there was something I was supposed to have on my list. And I just, as soon as I seen your question, I was like, damn it.
Garlic pepper, absolutely. I brought a prime rib roast to where I went and cooked it there. Oh yeah, it was good. Come out perfect.
Yum. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We talked about macaroni salad. In fact, I'll be making some tomorrow. And I'm sure my oldest son will be right over to get his meat hooks on a bowl of it. So, and I don't mean a bowl that he's just going to eat. I mean a bowl that he fills up and takes home. And then we also talked about goulash, which we're doing lots of carbs this week. Not good, but that's okay. Nice. It's supposed to be a little cooler, so maybe I can work a bunch of that shit off.
There you go. Bobby says he likes the fedora and he's got a collection. Bobby, I love my fedoras. I have a couple, and I have a weird little thing. I've been searching around the internet and I finally found it. I want Rocky's original short brim fedora. I want the bend in it and everything, That's just the thing I got. I love that hat. I found a place on the internet. You can get it. It's about $250 from a legit hat maker, but they make the original Rocky one. So hats off to anybody who digs hats, right? I love them. I think they're great. They're part of a personality. And it works. Plus, it keeps the
Yep.
sun off the dome.
Yep. Shit,
Okay.
Tempe's hungry. We made her hungry.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
We had everybody hungry last Tuesday. We
I
were
can
all
imagine.
Yeah. By the time we got done, I have another one that my chicken fried rice, which is probably should just call it bacon fried rice because I just put chicken in there so you can call it chicken fried rice, but really the flavor comes from the bacon. But
Yeah.
yeah, yum. And I do it on my Blackstone, and I mean I can do it in anything. I used to do it in a frying pan, but now I do it on the Blackstone, and oh my gosh, it's the best shit ever. And I gotta say, cooking on a Blackstone makes you want to cook because I hate to fucking
Absolutely.
cook. But when you cook on Blackstone, there's or a grill like that where you just heat it up and you can pretty much do anything. Once you start cooking on it, you're like, shit. I wished I would have had all that other shit cut up because I'd have just thrown it all. I mean, you feel like a restaurant cook, like you could cook all day.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, shit, I just cooked last night some some simple Italian sausage and peppers and onions and garlic and stuff.
Yeah.
And but I did it on the grill and I loved it. Plus, when I was on vacation again, we went to me and the missus and some family and friends. We went to one of the Japanese steakhouses where they cook right in front of you, doing the flipping the things and the fire and all that shit. And that's exactly what I said. I said, I want a Blackstone. But then I was told, you got to be careful which ones you get because the metal that it's made on makes a difference. And I don't know. They said something about the heat will warp it and then it doesn't cook right and blah, 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 blah. So I don't know. But yes, I want a Blackstone thing as well. Just cause,
Now, I don't know about the smaller ones, but the one I have, I want to say I think it's a 36 inch. And it has a nice grill. I mean, I haven't had a problem with overheating it, and you turn it on high to season it and let it cook and cook and cook and cook and cook. So I mean, that some bitch, it gets hot from a long ways away, and you don't want to touch it when you're doing your thing with it, or however it was that you seasoned it. So the fact that I don't know about I don't know about the smaller ones like mine. It's big, but those 22 inch and I think there's one that's 16 inch, and it doesn't. I don't know about it, so I'd like to get a smaller one though, to have for when we buy our RV.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and that reminds me, I saw in here. I think Sherry said she was going camping, and she can't wait to decompress and just turn everything off. Good for you. Camping is one of the best things to do for the soul. That's my belief. I've always been an outdoor guy when it comes to camping. Give me a week and a half out in the woods. I don't care. I don't shave. I don't bathe. I don't do anything. I just live with nature, and I love it. It's fantastic stuff.
No, I like to bathe, but I want to go camping. I just want to do it. I don't want to be uncomfortable.
I hear you.
I mean, there was a time when I wouldn't. I know it's been a long time though, a long time since I want to do that kind of shit. But I love to go in an RV and take a shower. And I mean, it's not I don't have to put makeup on every day and all that shit. I don't. It's not.
There you go.
I mean, I put makeup on for YouTube.
Well, see, I found that when I go, I understand. I found when I go camping, if I don't shower, I need to be near water anyway, so you can at least get wet and you kind of clean it off. But if your butt gets itchy, man, there's nothing like scooting across the ground like a dog on gravel. It works great. Scratches that shit nice. I'm kidding.
So Lisa stays home.
Actually, we have never been camping, believe it or not.
See? She already knows. She's like, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm
she's seen
not
pictures
going.
of me camping.
She's like, no way, I'm not going with him. He's gonna fucking stink by the fourth day, and he's gonna walk around scraping his ass.
That's right. That's
Pine
right.
cone. No.
Yeah, so it's a good time. Like, but man, I missed you guys. I really did. I missed
We missed
home.
you. We missed you. We were.
Thank you.
I mean, there's definitely a piece of. I was telling you before how it's just not there. I mean, it's missing content. It's a huge part of it. It doesn't, we're not always going to be, we don't always agree, and there's lots of things that, we're not the same type people. We definitely have our own views of things. And so when one of them is missing, I think there is kind of that,
There's a
gosh,
hole.
yeah, there is.
I
And so
agree.
it was definitely, I mean, I could feel it the entire. It's like I don't usually go, okay, I can't wait to get off the live, and it wasn't against anybody, because thank God for our subs and our buddies.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bobby.
Yes, and Jason
Yes.
and Jake tried to come on, but it just kept coming in and out, in and out. It was really bad, so I kind of gave up on it and just went, sorry, Jake, it just didn't happen. So yeah, but we definitely, there's huge hole, huge content, just a lot missing when you're not here. So we can't have that. Wasp, not the same without you, Yankee.
Thank you.
Our
Thank you.
yin and yang. That's right.
That's right. Good to see you, Wasp. Good to see everybody, by the way, in the chat. I'm seeing what you're saying. I'm kind of trying to click on stuff and keep it going. Yes, I believe everyone should camp once a year. Absolutely, John. Get the hell out. Get away from all this electronic noise and the system and the people and the sweat and everything, and get out there and sweat for real, and get to know life as it is on life's terms. And you start to realize how wonderful things can be and how fragile things are as well. That's my opinion.
Marvin had 3 weeks off, and we didn't go anywhere. We stayed home, and we didn't do anything. And that, I mean, it's not really how I had it planned, but due to the Biden inflation bullshit, I thought that we thought that maybe it was better that we just kind of lay low. And Marvin it's not, the French drain is still not finished, because he will not basically do anything the easy way. Everything's got to be done the hardest possible way he can find, and that's just the way his brain thinks and how he thinks he needs to do it. And so, but he got a bunch of that shit handled. And the whole reason that we kind of decided that we wouldn't go anywhere was due to this whole inflation and all of that. We thought that maybe if we kind of saved what we could, it would help us get to that spot where he could retire. Well, after being off for 3 weeks, and he went back to work yesterday, he came home last night and he's like, I hate that fucking job even more. He's like, after being away from it, and he doesn't usually say that. Usually it's like, okay, the refresher was good. No, I think that's when it's pretty much close. You're right there on that. Okay, it's time to retire. Because once you take a break from it, if you don't go back going, okay, I can handle some more now, because that's the whole idea of taking vacation, is so you can, deflate and, kind of chill out, and then be able to go back and reconsume all the bullshit for the next year. And he didn't do that. I mean, he came home last night going, I fucking hate that place more than ever. And so I was like, and there was a piece of me that went, oh no, because I don't want him to be miserable until he does retire. But there was a big piece of me that was going, yes, that means he's close. Yes, we're getting there. So.
Right. I'll tell you, that the inflation was definitely more expensive doing a simple drive, a few hours, and just doing what I did. It was like, wow, I didn't expect that. And It's funny. When I got back, I made a post that why does it always feel like when you get back from vacation, you're already ready for another fucking vacation?
Yep, I just seen that just right before we got on here. I was like, um,
It
yeah,
takes a lot out of you. Being away from home, being away from your regular stuff, living out of the suitcase, blobbity blobbity blobbity. You know, it's
all
it's
that
tough.
stuff the RV fixes. Almost
That's
all
true.
that stuff.
That is
The
true.
only thing it doesn't fix is that fucking fuel bill. But here's the thing is, most of the people, most of the RVers have talked about, how it's kind of changed regarding how they travel since this whole Bidenflation took place. And the biggest thing they say is they don't travel from, from one state all the way through another state into another state in a day. They usually go for a couple hours and then they park it
Yep.
for a few days or a week or,
Boondock.
yeah. And so you don't, and that's the other thing is you don't look for, the places that cost you all outdoors. Now, there are times when you do got to stop and you got to rejuvenate and empty your tanks and take, good showers and all of that. So it's not a bad thing when, you do have to go to those campgrounds and, do full hookups or whatever to get through that. But you can go for, and those are the people that travel all the time in them, So you just got to think about, people are thinking differently about how they do travel. That's for sure. But I'm telling you, I still think RV is cheaper than fucking trying to go. If you were to go for 2 weeks and go 2 weeks and rent a motel room and see what it costs you.
No.
And a plane ticket.
Right.
Plane ticket.
And you'd be lucky if you get on schedule taking the plane on your vacation.
Yeah.
At this point, it's crazy. I've been hearing. I knew some people that went to the Dominican Republic a couple of weeks ago, and coming back, they left their hotel to get on the plane that was supposed to leave at I think 2:30. They didn't actually get on the plane until 6-ish, and they weren't home until midnight. And they live in Florida. It's only like a 3-4 hour plane ride there, and they didn't get home till midnight. So that made for getting up for work the next day a bitch.
Let me tell you that we fly free, and the bullshit that you have to go through now to fly and everything that goes along with it. Fuck it. Because here's the thing. RV versus flying, yeah, we fly free, but when we get there, now we got to pay for a place to stay.
Yep.
Now we got to pay for a rig to drive around.
Yep.
Now, you might as well fucking have an RV with a toad and you're good to go.
That's right. Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
Or you have a small enough RV that you don't need a toad, like one of those little Mercedes Sprinter vans.
Those things are friggin' nice.
Some of them are really nice.
Hell.
But Marvin and I, when we rented that one, it was 29 feet. 29 and a half feet. No, it was 29 and a half feet. And we did not feel like enough room. Like Marvin was like, no, we need to go bigger. That's how come we decided, okay, let's do Class A. Fuck,
right on.
Dude, if we do Class A, here's the problem with that. What about those smaller campgrounds that are way up in the Tules that we really want to go to? You ain't taking a Class A up in that bitch.
Definitely not. No way.
So the only thing that I can think of is you do. Yeah, I told Marvin, I said, let's just do the Sprinter van. Let's bite the bullet and do the Sprinter van with the bigger, RV on top of it. So it's, in other words, because Marvin I don't want to climb over him and he didn't want to climb over me in the middle of the night because I'm telling you what, that will be like a circus you ain't never seen. So we like a walk around bed. So and those Sprinters are really hard to find it in a walk around bed. They're usually on one side and then the bathroom's on the other. And so, you are on top of each other in them.
Yep.
But they're diesel. So they go longer. You know what I mean?
Right.
The motor wise. So
Right.
I don't know. I did find one the other day though. It was a Class A, and it's oh my gosh, it's a Class A. It's the bus. Just a minute, I'll look at the name. It's a Prevo, but it's a 1991 Prevo. And now I know 30-year-old RV, but those things go forever. I think we should let Bobby on because I know my RV is a drivable mobile home. Yeah, that's what I want. When to me that should be what an RV is, a drivable motorhome. If you're talking about RV when they say towable, I'm like, okay, that's a camper. It's a
Right.
camper.
Right. Yeah, John, these are actually from the 80s. These are Walkmans.
Okay.
Headphones. Amanda also was having or had nerve surgery on her elbow, and I had the same thing. They had to move that nerve around because couldn't close my hand. So I'm glad you got it done. Hope you heal up well.
Yay, I seen pictures.
Yeah, I did too. Those are never fun.
All right, Bobby, I'm posting the link.
Oh God, he's coming on.
Oh, listen, Yank's calling you God, Bob. Did you hear that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ouch. Why is my left ear hurting?
Yeah. Twice. Mass to Florida and back. I'm done. Yeah, Wasp. That's a long drive. That is a long ass drive.
Okay, while we're doing this, I'm checking our speed, our internet speed.
Okay.
It says.
Jason says his nickname is Diesel. Alrighty then.
Oh, come on. It better be faster than that. But at least it's not 50. Still at 125, though. It should be way better than that.
Why? Is something jigging?
No. Well, yeah, a little.
Okay, sorry. I'll try to mellow out.
I don't know what to feel
it. Bartini Bob. Did you add him?
He's here.
I see him. Did you add him? Okay, there he is. Yo, he's driving.
What's up? I'm driving. What's going on?
Not too much. Where you going, brother? Or coming to?
I am going to vote for a Republican governor so we could try to save New York. Everything was
right on.
And 45. That's where we're going right now. And then I'm actually going to drop off some soda pop to Amanda and then go drop off some things to the RV. Soda pop. Soda pop. I do.
Oh.
I'm with Eli. Here's Eli. I got the red wave.
Hi, Eli.
He's got the red wave going on.
What's going on?
I heard. She called me in. I heard Yank call out for God.
I did call you God.
And then he called you Jesus Christ.
I'm humble. Oh, there's better. I'm not a carpenter. I'm an electrician.
Small G, though. Small G on the God, son. Small G.
You just had an apprentice, right? But, so what's going on? Welcome back, Yank.
Thanks, brother. Thank you for helping Gunner out last Tuesday. I really appreciated it.
Yeah, and of course, the one time we change up the show, right? It's not the same old.
It's now a cooking show.
Yeah, cooking. Oh, call it gutter crafts. Last night's cooking. But, whatchamacallit? You know about, I saw when about the garlic pepper. You know about that garlic pepper, don't you?
Oh, that stuff is gold. Yes. Always. Always use garlic pepper.
It's like garlic salt, but it's not as, because garlic salt could easily be overdone.
Yes, absolutely.
Garlic pepper, you're safe. You know? I use that on everything.
Yeah, I do agree. You can go overboard on the garlic salt if you're not careful.
Yeah.
So I heard you were bringing me on for something. You're like, we got to bring Bobby on. What?
Oh, the RV. We were talking about RVs, and I found a 1991 Prevost that is in really good shape for 52,000.
Holy shit!
Jesus Christ.
52,000.
It's 40 feet long.
It's a big
Okay.
one.
That's
It's
a big
got-
one. Mine.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Mine's 32 feet. I could only imagine what. Mine's 32 feet and it has everything: living room, kitchen,
Oh,
and a bedroom, shower, bathroom. I could only imagine what they have in a 40-foot. That's got to be like a
Well,
mansion.
it's probably like my father's bunk beds and shit.
I would have to see it, but 42,000. How many miles are on it?
I think it was 79,000 miles. Or no, yeah, 79,000 miles. I'll look here in a minute. I'll pull it
Yeah,
up.
that's a lot. You're gonna flip out when you find out how much I paid for mine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you first, mine's got 27,000 miles, and the generator only has 55 hours on it, and it's 32 foot. Take a
Is that 55 hours? Wait, is that 55
55
hours of you working on it?
No, we only worked on it for like
They had
an
to
hour.
rebuild it.
No, just
Well, yeah, because it goes by salt water, and when the parts get old, you shape it up.
Well,
Because I mean, the thing is what 21 years old, the generator. So I put in like new solenoids, new switches, nothing crazy.
that's all we did
Oh,
was
would
switches, solenoids.
I think honestly, the hardest part was finding the parts. Once we got
Finding
the
the
parts,
problem.
it was only maybe a couple of hours worth of actual labor in it,
Yeah.
and that's going above and beyond. But take a swing a wild ass guess how much I paid for that.
Oh, I'd
3,000
say you
bucks.
probably,
How much?
3,000.
That's I would have loved that. $6,800,
Oh, wow.
and the thing's like brand new. So when you get into 42,000, I mean that thing better be like mint.
52.
52. That thing better be like mint.
It better fucking blow me when I'm driving.
Yeah, does it give you a back massage while you drive?
So if I don't,
what is
Look at
diesel?
Look at these people blocking my fucking polling place.
they're putting kids
It
in
is-
so we can't vote.
Look out.
Oh,
Hold
let
on.
us go in.
Hold on one
Yeah.
second. I'm not
We
allowed to do
wanna
that.
go
It's
in.
illegal. It's illegal
Oh,
I'll
bullshit.
do it.
Where? Where are we going?
They won't even know.
to go vote.
I'll carry
Oh.
it. I'll carry it.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
I'll carry the phone.
Let Eli carry it. You'll carry it.
I'll carry it. Yeah, I will.
We're gonna get fucking
No,
arrested.
no, I'm not with you. I'm just following you.
You're gonna get
Hold on.
elected. That's what you're gonna get.
We're going to get
There
Bobby
ain't no
tossed
cops
out on his
here.
ass. That's what we're going to get.
I'll walk in behind
Hold on.
you. so you can see.
I'm gonna let Eli gets to be on his first live stream. You chill out here. You better stay in the fucking car.
Yeah, sure, okay. I'll have a cigarette.
Yeah.
Give me the phone. Where you going,
Nope.
motherfucker?
I'm gonna.
Well, you're gonna bring it then. Good.
Ooh, that noise.
He's gonna oust us.
He is. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I hope he mutes us. What's up, Jake?
No, we'll be quiet. Oh,
He lost the
he
signal.
did.
Oh, well. Shit happens.
Damn. He'll call us back.
So, anyway, I heard something went on with the Supreme Court while I was away on vacation. Anybody want to fill me in on what that was?
I don't.
Why not? Come on. I heard it was a little something.
Well, let's just say that the liberals are crying tears like nobody's business. And the thing about it is I don't even think they understand what they're crying about. I don't think they get it. Like, because if they were like, well, it's our body and didn't. Okay, well, all they did was take the federal court out. They took the federal government out of it. So I don't understand why y'all feel offended. I don't get that part. Do you?
Nope. I don't understand anything those people think, to be honest with you. They're fucking out of their minds. They're crazy.
Amanda said he can't get arrested. She needs her Dr. Pepper.
I know.
She can't drive. Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a will, there's a way, Amanda. You still got one good arm.
And Eli's in the rig, dude. You still got backup.
That's true. Eli, shoot the Dr. Pepper over to Amanda, then go pick up
That's right.
Bobby.
That's right. Don't worry about Bobby. He good.
Oh, they probably have a cellular block in the building. They might, Sherry. I don't know. That was weird. He took 2 steps out and boom, it was dead. So that's odd. It's okay. Let's see here. Oh, I don't need to worry about it. Says Wasp bitch about what the Supreme Court got into. Yeah, no, you're right. I don't. But let's see. Wait a minute here. Okay. So Jason says Roe v. Wade and the New York gun laws. Okay, let's start with the New York gun laws. As far as I'm concerned, that's a no-brainer, and that's also barely a win, in my opinion. You know, I get it. I think it was overly restrictive and unconstitutional that they said that they were a may issue state as far as carrying your gun around and getting a license and stuff in the city of New York. That's bullshit. But it's like this big of a win. You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things,
Right.
It's one state kind of shit. It may set some precedents for other states that want to get uppity, but it's not much. And then they turn around and they immediately did the red flag laws and all the other bullshit, gun reform fucking nonsense. They passed that shit. So they give you a little bit and then they take away more. So we're kind of screwed on that.
Yep.
As far as Roe v. Wade is concerned, I mean, shit. And Casey as well. Those are just opinions of the Supreme Court. They were never codified into law by the legislature. So when you hear people running around saying they're taking our rights away, well, they never passed a law, so therefore there was no amendment made to the Constitution, so therefore it was never a right. It was just an opinion of the court that it should be a right based on medical privacy, which I kind of understand. And one of the things they're afraid of, and they're attacking Justice Thomas about it because he talked about it a little bit, was that this now opens the door to further actions that past Supreme Courts have ruled upon that are not actual rights either, because they were never made laws and put into amendments, such as interracial marriage, gay marriage. What else was there? There was something else. I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, listen, as far as I'm concerned, I know it's going to be painful for a lot of people, and I can sympathize with those things, with the changes that are being made. However, I think that it's important that we get this country back on the track to constitutionality and rule of governance and law as how it was set out to be. In other words, if they think that abortion should be a human right, let's say, then it's up to the legislature to pass that law and create an amendment and have it pass, yay or nay. If it passes, fine, then everybody's got to live with it. If it doesn't, then everybody's got to live with that as well, or they can try again. But the thing that bothers, and I'll just touch on my own kind of feelings about the whole abortion thing is, look, I don't believe that it should be banned outright, and I definitely don't believe on religious reasons. I do feel as though it has been overly broad. I liked what Clinton said about it, that it should be safe, legal, and rare. And it has just been moving the goalpost down to this absurdity level where the morality in people has become sick. And they talk about after birth or right up until birth and on demand, whenever, how many times, and you, the taxpayer, got to pay for it, and we don't have to let 13-year-olds' parents know about it, and all this crazy shit. I think it's wrong. I think we should have limitations on it, and I think that's up to the states to decide as to the limitations. Now, if states outright ban things, I'm not necessarily a fan of that, because I do foresee instances, and I'm not just saying rape and incest, which are the two ones that are thrown around the most. I do see things like health of the mother, health of the baby. Is the baby going to be decent insofar as a normal child? I think those things are questions best made between and answered between a parent and their doctor, and the government should stay the fuck out of it. But
it ain't free. My girl has to be. It's not free, especially in New York, because every time one of my exes, and there's been a few of them, they always had to pay like $2,000. So I mean, and my last two kids, they had to be emergency C-sections. I mean, if something else would have went wrong, I mean, one had to get sewed in there, and then the other one had to get ripped out.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh yeah, but they're both good.
Well, and
I'm glad to hear that.
I think there does. I totally see what Eli's saying, but there does have to be a limit on how you can't. Yeah, you don't use abortion as your fucking birth control. That's not what this is about. It's you getting to, abort every kid you don't want. Number one, rubber up, motherfucker. If you don't want kids. I mean, that's just common sense. I mean, and yeah, it doesn't protect you 100%, but you got a hell of a lot better chance of not getting somebody knocked up if you are rubbered up. So,
yeah, there's so many steps that could be taken before abortion that nobody fucking talks about. I think it's just an escape of accountability.
Absolutely.
But I'm with Yank. I don't know if you saw the pinned Facebook post, but I said the government has no right over your body when it comes to abortion, vaccines, self-defense, even labor. I don't think they should be taxing your labor or telling you when you can work, when you can't work. And the problem is
where you can eat.
People on both sides of this aisle are both relying on fucking government action, and that's where they both lose.
Yep.
Because who the fuck is government, in my opinion? We are the people.
I agree.
There's a lot that goes along with it. At least, and there's radicals on both sides of this. I mean, according to a lot of these leftists, like the Californian people and stuff, I mean, technically, if we went to one of their protests and picked them off, not that I'm encouraging or would ever encourage violence, but say we did, I mean, wouldn't that just be considered postnatal abortion? I mean, they could start by leading by example and postnatally abort themselves, if they believe in it so heavily.
Yeah, they're just a clump of cells, right?
Well, that's kind of like, if you fence, like I always thought, if you just fenced all of Portland in, just fence them in, and they'll basically take care of themselves. When they get all done, there'll be one left. You got one to deal with, not, they took each other out. I think I think it works really well.
Well, with their depression rates, transition rates, suicide rates, they're sterilizing themselves. They want to abort their babies. Their population isn't going to last very long. I mean, we're dealing with the same idiots. Remember that chap Chaz? Chop fucking. They lasted what? I think it was like 24 hours, and then they were on Twitter begging for fucking food and water while they were raping and killing each other.
Oh my God!
And these are the idiots trying to dictate society. These are the people that walk amongst us, telling us how to live. And you guys couldn't make it 24 hours without raping, murdering, and starving to death. So I mean,
or wiping their own ass.
Let the country divorce, give them their states, and we put up walls around our fucking states. You should have to sign a contract on how you vote. Like if I went down to Florida, I'm not bringing New York with me. You know what I mean? I'm coming to Florida to be in fucking Florida, and I think it should be illegal to flee something you voted for and then go somewhere else because of it, and then create your mess there. What do they call it? Californian, Texas,
Florida.
But
don't anyway.
In Idaho. In Idaho now, these people in Idaho, they their minimum wage isn't a whole hell of a lot, and all of their taxes have basically went up like fucking 400%. I mean, it's just nuts. Oh yeah, it's just killing these people. They can't make it there, but it's all the Californians that they've sold their land to, and this is what you get. The other part of it is,
what about you can give birth to a baby now and you can kill it, literally, in California.
That's what they were talking about.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's the postnatal abortion is
You
what
can
we're
let your
talking
kid die after it's born.
How about this crazy shit too? How about California is coming out with inflation checks? They're going to give people $1,000 checks who make $75,000 or less. If you make $75,000 or less, you'll get a check for $1,000. Now the state doesn't make any money, right? The state is one of the highly taxed, most taxed states in the country. So they're going to give you $1,000, but raise your taxes to pay for that $1,000.
I guess they don't understand what causes inflation.
No, they're complete morons.
We're gonna employ inflationary tactics to battle inflation. That's like throwing gas on a fucking fire to put it out.
Yep.
That's literally what they're doing. And back to what you were saying before I hop back on. Yeah, they never wrote a goddamn law about abortion. This was case precedent, and it doesn't make it a constitutional right. It has to be revisited every year. If they actually passed the law federally, brought it through legislation, and had it signed off on, there's nothing for the SCOTUS to shoot down or to hold up. They simply interpret it case by case and how it applies to the law that they write. Obama had the chance to do it. He had the supermajority, and he said it was his top priority. He never did anything with it.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Nope.
And unfortunately, Chuck the Schmuck. Yeah.
The reason they didn't pass an actual law is because then it would be kicked back to the states, insofar as the states would have to come up with what's acceptable, and each state is different. So if they said, okay, then abortion is a quote unquote right, they're not going to write in the amendment all the things in which the abortion will be legal. It won't be on demand up till 9 months. There's no way that would pass. So they can't do that. It would get kicked back to the states. So they didn't want it to go back to the states, so they kept it vague like they did, just that the opinion of the court is held as precedent. And that gave them the option to keep moving the goalposts. It's crazy, in my opinion.
Even RBG herself, the notorious RBG, said this won't last. This decision can be challenged. It's not going to stand the test of time, because this whole precedent was settled on one case, and every case is different. So you can't take one case and apply it to all circumstance, especially when it's not even outlined as law. It's simple case precedents, you know. And a lot of these people don't understand that, and they're yelling about Clarence Thomas using all their tolerant racial slurs against Clarence Thomas because of his opinion. But his opinion said that the gay marriage, interracial marriage, and all that, those they're non-issues. They are not part of this. They are not there's no issues with them. They're not going to be touched. So the problem with the left that are out there rioting, they don't know how to fucking read. They just know how to protest and scream and you know.
Correct. But this does open the door to challenges of things like gay marriage in going into the future. They may not be taking that up now, but someone can bring to the court and say, hey, listen, there's no law that actually says gay people can get married or interracial marriage is a right. So you have to go back to the constitutionality of creating a law, letting it pass or not, and if it passes, then becoming an amendment to the Constitution. Then, if anything is challenged further down the road, then it goes to the Supreme Court, because most people forget what the role of the Supreme Court is. It's only to interpret the law as to whether it is constitutional or not. Opinions don't matter. They're like fucking belly buttons. Everybody's got one, and they kind of smell funny. So it's going to be painful going forward for a lot of people but we have to get back to the founding principles of this country and how it's supposed to run, because the way it's been run is through emotions, and we would wish and we would like, and nothing is ever voted on by the people anymore. So I'm all for doing things the right way. And like I said, I'll take a few lumps along the way, however it turns out. But I hate the way the left is making the arguments about like the gun thing and abortion thing, because the gun thing is written Second Amendment. It's in the fucking Constitution as a natural right that was not given by government, was created before government was ever made. It was, it's a God-given right. It's just the fact of you have the ability to defend yourself, and you can also use it to defend your people in your country. You can use it in the militia sense. Rick put up that really good video. I don't know if you guys watched it. That was the animated video of about the Second Amendment. It was, I think, a day or so ago. It was fucking fantastic how it came to be.
Yep, and it's all outlined in the Federalist Papers, because they go, oh, well, see, it's only through a well-regulated militia. But if you go back to the supporting documents, they define militia as all men.
That's right.
All people. That's why those commas fucking matter when it says the right of the people, because they are the militia.
That's
right. And a free state, each state was supposed to be its own country.
That's right.
Well, that's how it was back then, and you could do it the way you want. The central government, the federal government's just supposed to be our representative on the world stage. They're not supposed to tell the states what to do at all.
That's right.
This is what happens when people who can't read good fucking get in their feelings.
That's right. I think the only things that the federal government is supposed to have supremacy on are the things outlined within the Constitution. They are outlined as far as what they can regulate and what they cannot. And all this other superfluous shit that the federal government has foisted upon the people, including income tax. And I think it was Sherry
shit?
that's. I'm
what
sorry?
Shit? What kind of shit?
I don't know. What kind of shit did I say?
It sounded like a Biden word, like superfluous shit.
Superfluous.
Turn over the pressure. Shit.
Superfluous.
Yeah, what Bobby just said.
There you go. Sherry said that, they shouldn't tax your labor because your pay for your labor is a direct trade for your labor. Your pay is a direct trade for your labor. Yes. So how can they tax you on that? I mean, do they tax you on your labor? No, they don't. But they tax you on the money you get for your labor. It's fucked up. It's crazy. I don't know. Hey, here's another thing that drove me fucking nuts. Who gives a shit if 51 immigrants died in the back of a fucking trailer trying to sneak into my country? Wait. I give no fucks.
Okay,
no fucks.
First of all, they weren't immigrants. They were immigrants.
No,
immigrants come legally. Illegal immigrants come illegally. They were illegal immigrants.
Aliens.
Yes, whatever you want to call them. Fuck
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting there and I was like, man, that does suck, but that's kind of what you get.
Thank you.
That's why you don't fucking do that.
I feel bad for the kids especially because
it's a horrible way to go. Yeah, and if there was kids and stuff, that's sad. But that's what you fucking get. I mean, fuck you. I'm with Rick. I'd be down there with machine guns and fucking catapults, and I would be using the catapults to launch the ones we take out back at the other ones still coming. You know what I mean? It's an invasion. This is an act of fucking war. And people go, oh, but the poor Spanish people. It's not Spanish. You got Saudis coming in, Russians coming in. You got ISIS members coming in. You got Chinese spies coming in. What about the guns, the fentanyl? This is an invasion. It's an act of fucking war. So I have no remorse for the people. I really don't.
Me neither. I had no remorse for that Adam Warmbier, American kid who went to fucking North Korea, ripped the poster down, fucked around and found out. I didn't care.
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't do that shit.
No.
When you deliberately do shit like that, you reap what you sow, motherfucker.
That's right. I don't care about this female basketball player stuck in fucking Russia because she went over there with goddamn THC oil. She got busted at the airport, and she's acting like, well, what the fuck? I'm an American. Well, too fucking bad. You're in Russia.
You're in Russia.
Don't fuck around.
That's why borders fucking matter. It just shows you the entitlement Americans have.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It really is.
Go into the Middle East countries and shit. I'm going to go hike around. And then they get their heads sewn off. I don't care.
Yeah.
You dummy. What are you doing there in the first place? They hate us. And I don't blame them.
Yeah, that's another thing, though. I really can't blame them because our government has fucked so many people. Our government is a fucking terror cell.
Absolutely.
And we see it because they're the way they are against the foreign nations. They treat us like that, too. They treat us like foreign combatants. You know, we're taking your fucking money. And we're going to spend it the way we want. And if you don't like it, we're going to send our henchmen with guns to your house to come kidnap you and throw you in a fucking cage. And if you try to defend yourself, we'll just kill you. That's armed robbery. Our government is guilty of armed robbery against its people. And it's sickening, you know?
Yep.
It's scary. It's right out scary. That's what it is. I mean, if you sat back and I can remember when my kids were really little and Marvin would be at work and I'd be at home with the kids, and I would do this thing where I'd call him up, or he'd call me on his way home and he'd say, all right, do you need anything from the store or anything? I'd be like, no, but I'm really worried because such and such went on and da-da-da-da-da, and it had to do with the news and what was going on. And I'd be all freaked out and he'd be like, stop it. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Well, and that later I would think, gosh, I blew that shit totally out of proportion. But at the time, it was only what's working up to today. All that shit was it was a matter of time before it come to this situation right here and now.
Yep.
The only thing that's different is Trump got in their way for 4 years. They have intentions of this being further along than it is. That's why they've done such a rush with everything, regardless of what it is, whether it's the fucking falsy flu or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and all that shit. I mean, it's all been fast forwarded because Trump put a fucking he put a
wrench in their motor.
Okay. Yeah. Did anybody catch any of that so-called hearing today on the news? You did.
Oh my God. Yeah. All right. I'll put it this way. I put up a picture. It's like Grand Theft Auto 6 Capital Edition, and it's Trump sitting behind the wheel of the limo. Is that what you're getting to?
Well, yeah, kind of. But listen, I've never made any bones about it. As far as Trump is concerned, I've never strayed from this. I am always glad when any president is America first, the people first, bring back our businesses, take care of our own. I'm good with that. As far as Trump, the man, is concerned, I don't know. He leaves a little to be desired. When you start hearing shit about him throwing plates and food in the White House because he's pissed off, I'm sorry, man. The guy he's got some fucking issues, man. I get it. Yeah. I get it. And I don't trust that woman. That woman had a half smirk the whole time she was telling these stories. So I think she's portraying a lot of fucking leftist payoff. Here, come say what we need you to say shit. But if any of that is true, he's a kind of a fucking dick, man. Like, he was told, you can't go to the Capitol, and he goes and tries to grab the fucking wheel of the beast while it's driving. I mean, come on, man, you know? Well,
this is the funny part about that story. After she made that statement, she had to admit that A, she wasn't in the limo, so she was sharing hearsay, and then B, it was found out that there was no fucking limo. The whole fucking shit was made up. It was a whole fabrication. Yeah.
See,
most of this shit is made up. Now I'm waiting for them to say, oh, I know from sources that Trump himself planted those fucking pipe bombs. I'm just fucking waiting for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was out there sneaking around. Yeah.
This whole shit, and once that shit like that starts coming out, they're making shit up. Look what they did with the impeachments. Remember when Adam Schiff was reading the transcript and simply just started making shit up?
Yeah.
And then they released the transcript and they didn't plan on Trump releasing it. And then we were like, everything you just fucking said was a lie. They're straight up lying, you know? But the limo thing was just fucking funny because that happened real quick. She said it and then she's like, well, I wasn't in the limo. And then it was found out there was no fucking limo. The whole fucking thing was fake. You know.
Now, Bobby, how did you hear that? Because they didn't have cross-examination or anybody asking her questions.
No, but my source that I go to, his name's Jack Posobiec. He's a former naval intel officer, and his track record has been on point the whole since 2016, the whole step of the way. And he waits, he lets things marinate, and then he puts it out. People attack him, and then that ends up being he's one of my sources of information.
I got you.
And his credibility, I've never seen him have to make a retraction. Yeah, I've never seen a retraction.
Okay.
You know, he's a little crazy with the God stuff sometimes, but I know that if he comes out and says something, anytime I've tried to cross-reference his shit, it's always been on point. So his track record with me, that's how I usually look for sources, you know, because a lot of people can say a lot of different shit. It's like, oh, well, they're right some of the time, or sometimes they're right. I've never seen him make a retraction, you know, and then it always comes out later, weeks. It could be days, weeks, hours, a year, 2 years, you know, because he'll say, screenshot this now. And then before you know it, it's headline news. Oh, look at that beauty. All right. Well, that's a different. That's a different color. That's a mansion. Okay. Now I could understand the price.
Nice.
That's different. Man, you're gonna make my shit look like a fucking the small bus.
Dude.
The tour bus.
Chin straps and dribble cups on Bobby's.
Soft helmets.
Look at that.
Damn.
Wow. Fuck you. And you were jealous of me? Fuck you.
Dude,
Look at that.
It's not
that's
mine
a better
yet.
chair than I sit in at home.
I'm still trying to get it. So look at that wood.
I gotta buy a raccoon cap to come visit you. I'm gonna be like fucking Cousin Ed. Look at that thing.
No, dude.
That's a mansion. Wow.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So we'll see.
And that's a 91?
It's a 90. It's a 90. It's got 70,000 miles on it. It's got let's see, a Detroit and an Allison transmission.
Does it say the kind of generator? What kind of generator is on it?
Oh, it did before. I don't see it though.
One that makes electricity.
Yeah. That's a fucking high-end RV, man. That's a house on wheels. That's a mansion.
Hey, Bobby, Blunt Man said you got the window licker bus.
Yeah.
No,
actually, I do. I do though. That's not far off because I own a bus and I own the RV. The bus is a handicapped shuttle bus, so there's plenty of drool on those windows. I'll tell you that.
There you go.
That one. That one's that's my crayon. You know.
That's funny.
Okay, nobody go take my. Don't go buy my RV because I'll know it's one of you fuckers if it goes. It's been like for sale for months, so don't you touch it.
Bid, sell, buy. I got it. It's mine.
Oh, you got it. Do it up.
52,000 though.
Yeah, that's pretty expensive.
Cool. Yeah, that I mean that's a lot of coin to drop. I wish I had that kind of money to just drop.
It is, but here's what I kind of feel is with a rig like that, I mean, your real resale value does stay up there because it's a Prevost for one. I mean, those fuckers are like nobody's business. If you look up anything regarding them, I mean, they're top of the line shit. So,
well, that's what like the movie stars fucking cruise in. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt. Well, listen, I love you guys. I got to run. I'm grabbing soda and I'm dropping it off to Amanda. And then I got to go drop some stuff off to the RV.
Beautiful.
All right.
The tart cart, I'm going to call it now. The name it Tardy.
There you go.
All right.
Love you
Right on,
guys.
brother.
Welcome back, Yank. And
Thank you,
everybody
sir.
in the comment section. Love you guys. I'll catch you. I'll be listening. I'm just driving around, running around.
All right. Talk to you
Peace.
later, Bobby. Thanks for coming by.
Always. Thank you.
Be
Bye-bye.
safe. Bye.
See ya.
Jason.
Whoop.
Oh.
Did we bop him back in? No.
I don't know.
No.
Oh. I didn't touch it.
Yes, you did. Don't lie.
No.
Don't lie.
I'm over here fucking with the comments.
Oh. Wow, touching it and fucking with it. Nice. What else? What else is there to talk about? Ghislaine Maxwell got 20 years. That was kind of interesting. I don't know if she'll serve. You know what the sucky thing is? They said that she got 20 years and she made a statement to the supposed victims, and unfortunately, she was pretty like, well, I hope this helps you. I hope you feel better now that I'm going to prison, kind of thing. But she did not further give any information as to what the Epstein thing was all about. Like, in other words, she didn't help unravel that whole fucking mess. Mm-hmm. So I say give her another 20 just to think about it and do it in hard labor, because we really need to know what the whole scoop was with that thing. I don't think we'll ever find out, but it's good that she's going away for a while. Hopefully she won't accidentally have a hard time in prison.
Yeah. Like, there was somebody I seen died in prison. Somebody who's supposed to testify for the January 6th hearing.
Oh, in prison?
Yeah, who the hell was it?
I heard, I'll let you think about that. I heard the sergeant at arms for the Congress who's in charge of security on the day of January 6th was dropped off outside a friend's house and was shot and killed. And I think he was supposed to testify as to the threat that Congress faced from these fucking yahoos walking around the Capitol.
That's who that was. Who?
Okay. He's the sergeant at arms of...
That's who it was.
Okay.
Bobby posted that. I think it was Bobby that posted it.
He might have.
Amanda, at 52, that's just get a brand new one. Oh no, not a Prevo. You try about 400,000. 300,000. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're spindy. And I mean, if you were to get one for, a 2020, holy moly.
Wow.
They're expensive.
Wasp says, what about the Nazi god who was 101 years old and has been thrown into prison? Did that just happen too? I didn't hear anything about that. Boy, they'll come after you if you're a Nazi no matter what. Or if you were a Nazi, rather.
Bluntman doesn't know who that, Swallow Ghislaine, whatever the fuck her name was.
God bless her. Ghislaine Maxwell, she was the woman
Ghislaine, see?
with Jeffrey Epstein. She was she helped procure girls and groom them for the Epstein Island thing. So I don't know about that, but whoop. 5-year sentence for Nazi God, huh? Yeah. He is 101. I didn't hear he was shot. He was 71 and died. Oh, really, Andy? Okay. So maybe I have my things mixed up.
Well, who knows? I mean,
bottom line is dead, right? Dead men tell no tales.
Somebody's gone. Somebody down.
Dead men tell no tales. So,
yeah,
that could be. Blunt man, thanks. I live in Nashville and used to date a guy who drove and entertained coaches for different musicians. They all have Prevost, and they are nice. Oh, see, there you go. Hi, Sugar Britches. Missed you. Very cool.
Yeah,
She lives in Nashville.
they are really, really nice.
Knowing prison health care, he's not going to live to see 102. Probably not.
What was the other thing? I thought there was something else.
Yeah, we got there's all kinds of shit happening, isn't there?
Yeah, let me look here.
Oh, did you see Macron talk? You know how Biden is over having the G summit meeting or whatever, and they were walking outside, and Macron came up to him and started talking about how he spoke to other oil producing nations and how they can't increase their production to the point that Biden was asking them to. It's going to be very little. So expect gas prices basically to still be up through the roof, and we're going to be running out of gas and oil and shit like that. So it's coming. It's coming. I thought that was pretty. And as a matter of fact, it's so weird, right? From the press is videotaping this conversation of Macron coming up and talking to Biden, and it's all caught on video and audio. And all of a sudden, the Secret Service comes in and forms like a wall, and you can see the video trying to move around so they can get a better picture of it all. And then someone says, maybe we better bring this inside. And so they didn't want to have this conversation in front of people, which is kind of fucking weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's not what is hi Lee, hi Sugar Britches, good to see you. Wasp. That's not true, Yank. Ask for a forensic psychologist or an ME. What's not true? I'm pulling a Rick. What? What are you talking about? Ask for a forensic psychologist or a medical examiner. What's not true? I don't know.
It's not true, Yank. Ask a forensic side or ME. Medical. Well, I don't.
Jason wants to come on after he's eaten if we're not too tired. We'll see. Depends on what time. We've got about 50 minutes and I'm out of here. 2 hours, baby.
Wasp, you're so fucking literal. That's not true.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's okay. You watch NCIS, right? With that guy. Yeah, my wife watches that show all the time. Pretty funny. Dead men tell no takes. That's true. Tales. Excuse me. Don't be the I'm waiting for carbon offsets to become a way for government to control the population. Carbon offset, huh? How are they going to control the population through carbon offset? I'm just curious. I don't see the direct correlation. Other than dropping the standard of living, I don't really see how the tax and carbon can help with population. Because it's going to let all the people who are the breeders of the world, you know, in the countries that are third world, keep doing whatever they're doing. It's only going to affect us and first world countries. So, I don't know. California, Pesky, how you doing? California DOJ and a glitch leaking everyone's personal info, including addresses, that has applied or issued a CCW. Also, people's personal info who purchased firearms in the state.
Oh, well, no worries. No worries. Thank God.
Yeah. Glad to see you too, Jason. And thanks for the compliments, by the way. I noticed you like the shirt. It's my Hotel California shirt, and I'm open for business. Yeah, it really is. What is it? See, it says Hotel California somewhere around here. But
see, too bad we couldn't play Eagles music. We could probably do it. I mean, it's not like they'd ever catch us.
I know.
You know, we got 17 people watching. I'm pretty sure they're not going to knock us off.
We have so many people. It is just spooky.
We could probably trust these 17 people online more than we could people that live next door.
I agree. Nope, only real shit. No TV shows. or Axe. Reno. Jesus Christ. Oh. Reno May on YouTube has a video on it. On what, Pesky? Again, I'm losing. Oh, on the leak glitch that leaked everybody's information. Okay.
Did
We'll have
you?
to check that
Blunt
out.
Man wants to come on, and Jake wants to come on. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
So, did you see where Biden said that he was going to hold off on federal taxes so that the gas prices didn't seem so high on us?
Now,
Yeah.
really? Yeah. Hey, I'll
for
take
the
less
summer.
federal taxes. For the summer?
3 months.
I'll take it. But they're going to make it back up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't give nothing away for free. That's
On
for
the
sure.
fine print, it says yes. And when we start charging again 3 months later, we're going to be charging triple the tax to make up for it. Because we have to charge you fuckers interest for lending you our money, your money.
That's right. They're actually also people who are working and paying their FICA taxes, which is Social Security. They're going to be taking more out of FICA to pay for the people because of the raise that the Social Security people have gotten. So that's going to be happening. But I guess in the long run, if it's still around, you'll have more credit going forward if you're working, paying the higher amount in the FICA when it's your time to collect, if it's still around. So we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, that's a thing too. So fucking crazy.
It is.
All right, Venezuela say the oil in the open market. Oh, ask Biden to lift sanctions off Iran and Venezuela. Fucking
so
crazy.
It looks like Blunt Man and Jake are in the bottom, and it looks like Blunt Man's device isn't connecting. There should be something there, Blunt Man, that you gotta click.
Yeah, try clicking the link again. Jump out and click the link again and see what happens. Whoop. What, did we lose everybody? Yep, I think so.
Yep. They'll come back in.
We are the same loyal 17 gun peeps, though. Yes, sir, Jason. The loyal 17. We should all get tattoos. The loyal 17. Oh, no, Blunt Man's still device not connected. I wonder why that is. Oh, he left and he came back. He left.
Isn't there a question that they ask them when they come in?
And see, what are your pronouns? I don't know.
No, when you try to enter into the studio when they're a guest, it says something about.
Oh, do you allow? No.
Yeah, allow your mic and camera.
Yes.
To connect, and then I think it also asks, like, it might ask like a drop down button will come up and it'll say, do you allow this device to connect or something to that effect, and you have to push OK. I think that might be what the problem is.
Maybe.
Blunt Man.
I wish I could help you.
Me too.
I belong on Bobby's bus. Not the motorhome. Short bus for me, kids.
Well, and see, you can't come on my bus if you're going to lick the windows. Telling you right now, kids. Or pee in or pee. No peeing.
I just eat sofa cushions, that's all.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You.
Well, okay, we got Jake. You want to bring Jake on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we do it?
Gonna bring you on the stream, Jake.
Hey.
Hey. What are you doing, brother?
Can you hear me?
Can hear you.
Can.
Thank God. Oh my God. Oh, I hate that. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I heard about the cat hat,
The gas
Mm-hmm.
tax.
and I was thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. That will only take, what, $1 off of your cat bill?
Yeah, pretty much like a buck off.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and
then,
not a buck a gallon off. It's only like it's what is it? 18%? What's I think the federal tax is 18. I think it's 18%.
yeah, and then, and then they wanna give everyone a cat card.
Right. Fucking
Fuck no.
crazy.
No.
So, they're gonna give our money back to pay taxes.
So they're gonna give us our money back to pay the taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are they gonna get all that money on the cat card?
Yeah, yeah, I'm not.
I
No,
mean,
I don't want to play. I don't want to play that game. I don't want that. No,
No.
I'll
yeah.
take cash, thanks. I'll deal with cash. I'm all about it. I'm fucking A. If we need to go to, I'll even go to gold and silver. But no.
Oh, hey, it's a good time to buy right now. Silver is down
Yes.
Silver's
Silver
down.
is down.
a lot.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah. It was like, hell yeah. Like, I'm, I'm a new actress. I'm happy about that. But, yeah.
Did you say happy birthday?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're way off. Try again.
But,
No. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, what are the topics tonight?
Well, shit. I mean, we were kind of all over the place, right? We went
Oh my
abortions. We went the New York tax gun thing, the New York gun thing. We went Clarence Thomas. We went role of the Supreme Court. We went Ghislaine Maxwell. Go ahead.
Did you hear? Right.
Say that again.
Oh, I don't know if you're keeping up on the war or not.
Oh, the war. If we're keeping up on the war, I just know we keep sending them money. I don't know what the hell we're up to now.
But do you know what the Russian media told Americans?
Hold on a second. Let me turn this music off.
When do we know what they told who? Is that what you said? Told who?
Russia got a lot of propaganda out.
Russia's got a lot of propaganda out.
But now it's getting thought the Russian media is recommending that all Americans become cannibal.
The Russian media is what? Say that again?
Recommending that America become cannibal.
That Americans
have become terrible?
No.
Cannibals.
Cannibals.
Yeah, they recommend that we become cannibal because we're all die of hunger. And yeah.
Huh. Well, that's not cool.
Because we let all the people in?
No.
The hell's the matter with you, Gutter?
Well, I missed it. What, Jake?
Okay. Let me.
I'm telling you, I just missed that part. What? So Americans are going to become cannibals, right?
No.
I don't wanna.
No.
Oh. Who?
They recommend that we become cannibal.
Oh.
Because we're all die of hunger. And
we're all gonna. Okay, I'm sorry.
Because we're all gonna die of hunger if we don't. This way, we'll eat up the bodies because they're gonna be because we're overpopulated, though, right?
I don't know.
It's your fucking story, Jay.
But I will tell you that I had to go get more pipe because I was not high enough to keep walking what I was walking.
Okay.
Because every day it becomes dumber and
I know.
dumber. And
Hey, Fly Crew. Yeah, it has. It's just crazy.
But what have you talked about
What have we talked about?
Yeah.
Hang on.
What the fuck is Yank wearing? Like
You know what, Fly? Fuck you. I saw you say you were just coming in, been meeting and greeting people. I don't want to hear about your homosexual endeavors, okay?
Hey! What did I tell you about that kid? Oh, in New York.
What?
I told him about that gay shit.
Oh, that gay shit? Yeah, leave that gay shit off the chat there, Fly, will you? Meeting and greeting. Is that what it's called now?
Oh my god.
Is that the new code word? Hi, Fly. It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Okay,
Fly, go ahead.
Fly Crew, so what's number 2? I mean, if number 1 was what the fuck is Yank wearing, what's number 2?
I don't know. He's weird.
I never come over here and have a serious talk with you.
Sorry.
Because look, I get over here and y'all are talking about the country, and then I get over here and never talking about Jake.
Sorry. You bring out the funny in us, Jake. Sorry.
Oh, thank you, Tracy. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'm looking good to every gender. I appreciate that.
I love it. That is just freaking hilarious.
Well, how you been, Jake?
Well, I'm okay.
That's good. That's better than bad.
But, I'm taking a class now.
On what? What are you taking a class on?
English.
English?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And
Is that a writing English?
Yeah.
Cool. You gonna write a book?
No.
Okay. Just curious.
Really quick. Can we talk about Uvalde?
You want to talk about Uvalde?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said, "Do you want to talk about Uvalde?"
Sure, you can talk about my baldy.
Okay,
Sure.
sorry. Sorry, Jake. See, it's not my fault, Jake. You bring it out.
What do you got on Uvalde?
I am probably, well, I'll tell you right now, I'm really behind on current events, but, um, this is what I don't get. Like, why, like, 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 I used to work at a high school.
You used to work at a high school?
And, like, the way that it was built, it was like a boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the doors are locked all day, okay?
Right.
And you telling me that this guy got lucky and got in with no problem, and
That
and on top of that, it took them that long to get there. It hurt. Like,
yeah. Go ahead.
oh, every school now, they have emergency fire doors that automatically close, or at every end of the hall, there a fire door. And
Okay.
when you pull the fire alarm, the door automatically closes. And
Okay. Time for a second. Hold on. Because you're saying a lot. And I just want to make sure I got it all. You're kind of surprised that this guy found his way into the one door. You find it kind of surprising. I did too, to get into the school. You're saying you worked at a school, and all schools now have fire doors that when you pull the emergency fire alarm, all the doors close at the end of hallways. Am I correct?
yeah,
Okay,
and
go
they
ahead, please.
lock
And they lock. Yes.
because a couple years ago, I was talking to a woman that was, I, I, this is what I did at the high school. I was a volunteer or ROTE in the instructors at, at the ROTE program who used to be in the Navy was like, all you gotta do is pull the fire on the whole, all the doors are gonna lock,
Okay.
and, and, and everybody is automatically gonna come. And another thing that I don't get is why did it take so long for the police to get notified?
Why did it take so long for police to get notified?
Yeah.
I don't think it took that long for them to get notified. I think they get notified pretty damn quick. And with that pretty quick, they would just pussies and
Yeah.
hid, pretty
Yeah.
much like cops do. I'm in full agreement with Rick on this when he has broken this down many times in his videos. And we can see this in example after example after example. Police will only do something when they are absolutely 100% sure they have a 99% chance or better of having the advantage in the situation. If they have anything that gives them the slightest pause where they may not show up back home, they don't move. They don't go in. They don't do anything. They sit around and wait. So that's what happened, as far as I'm concerned, in Uvalde.
Actually, you were correct.
Thanks.
No, for real. Because let me tell you what they taught me when I did amendment. They, they heard the mentality that no matter what, everybody go home. And I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of get it. However, when at what point Yeah. And
At what point do they go in? I don't know. No.
No.
You? What point do you go
No.
in? No.
No.
Stop telling me no, goddammit. Just say yes. We got to move this conversation along, son.
Because in the chat, there's orgies going on,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
you're missing it, chat.
we're having orgies, Jake. Come on, get with the program.
You,
Take your
you
clothes
wanna
off. Turn
talk
the party.
about- You want to talk about, I don't know, what was it? Uvalde, Yank bald, something. What was the name of it? Uvalde. Uvalde.
He is sort of talking about Uvalde.
I know he is, but I was trying to.
Isn't the Uvalde that thing that hangs in the back of someone's throat that, like, Fly Crew has no gag reflex?
I get it only gay if
You're only gay what? If you swallow. Oh, God, that's gross.
I was talking in the other day, and he retired on me.
Okay.
And I'm like,
thank you, Kate.
I know y'all get gay in the spirit. And he was like, it only gay if you're the one taking it.
I guess.
Gay. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm joking around. I don't care who's gay, who's not gay. I just want to make that clear. I could care less. Me and Fly have a joke thing, running joke thing. It's just fun, guys. Don't take it serious. But let's not. If anybody is gay in here, welcome. This is a cool place for you to hang out. We make fun of everybody. Straight people are pretty fucking retarded too. So let's not kid ourselves. We're all fucking weird.
I'm a cripple.
And you're a cripple. There you go.
Hey,
are you going to go for a ride on Bobby's bus?
Hell yeah.
Right on the short bus.
Hey. I get up here. I don't have any point. I don't know what's going on in the world right now.
Well, we're glad you called, Direct.
Jake, I can tell you, I don't really know what's going on in the world either.
Me either.
But cheers, my boy. It is what it is, and it's a fucking mess, and we're all just part of it, living in it.
Well, I mean, like,
I'm gonna cut you off.
And did you hear?
Yeah. Cut me off.
Cut you off. Just cut him off. He's like, it's easier if you cut me off than I cut myself off. Bye, Jake.
Thanks, Jake. Thanks for coming, Jake. We love you, brother. Take care. Now, there he goes. Cool. That was good. Okay. No, Fly Crew got jokes.
Jake did good. Fly Crew says you got jokes.
I know, but he got jokes, so I just joke back.
Yeah.
At least I am not the joke, Fly.
He says you don't care either.
Yeah, that's good. That's why I like Fly. He's good. He's good peeps. I'm full of it tonight, I guess. I don't pay much attention after either because I get pissed off and depressed. I hear you. And yes, Wasp, it's called a
What do you mean?
uvula. That's right. I
Wait,
did catch that.
Wait. How come? What do you mean? He says he can't say. I just don't like being able to not say certain words.
Say whatever the hell you want, Fly.
And we'll do so here. Say it, bitch.
Say
What
it.
you scared of?
Say it. I don't know. Must be a homosexual thing. Afraid to say words. I don't know.
Come on, you can talk straight to Yank. You can come on. You want me to go off so you can just talk to Yank about his shirt?
Yeah. Come whisper sweet nothings into my armpits.
Flecker says your clothes say otherwise.
Thanks, bud.
Fucking
I appreciate
just
that.
Come on.
Come
Why
on,
do
man.
you do this? You're gonna wait. It's like 6:40.
This is a silk shirt, man. What's the matter with silk shirt? It feels good on the nipples when you run. Doesn't give you that burn that cotton does. Come on, man. What's the matter with my Hotel California shirt? It's a nice shirt. Cost me money. Actually, this is a 4X. I had to go shopping for clothes just before I went on vacation. And this is a 4X. Big and tall. So
what did she just say?
Nothing. She's showing me her boobs.
She
I've seen them before.
No. She said you're a fucking liar.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
What? Maybe this one isn't the 4X. I don't know what it says. Can anybody read that? I don't even know if it's there.
Hell no, we can't read it. What do you think we got? Like the eyesight?
No, I know. I definitely don't, man. I take my glasses off and the screen's a blur. I don't know what she said. Because I'm huge. I'm huge.
That is not a big and tall.
This isn't a big and tall?
No, that's why it's so big, because it's not a big and tall.
Oh, see? I had it backwards.
She was in the background saying you're a liar.
See, they're saying you're saying I was a liar. Am I a liar or did I just make a mistake?
You made a mistake because you're confused because we bought some regulars and we bought big and tall.
Thank you. See? This one is not a big and tall. I apologize, everybody. Apparently, it's not a big and tall.
He can't read.
I can't read. I got a fucking public education. What do you expect?
From New England.
From New England. That went as far as like freshman. So,
it's
all right,
okay.
Get out of here. Go away.
I was going to check to see what shirt.
Hey!
Okay.
Get out of here.
Hey!
Put those away. I'm on the internet. Wow.
And she can show you a minute.
They are fucking amazing.
Good thing your glasses don't reflect.
Could you see them in the glasses?
They do. They do, Lisa.
I didn't think about that.
She said they do.
Yeah, all over the place.
Best that money can buy.
Yeah.
Dude, we just got snapped or hot chats or whatever the fuck you call it. What do you call those?
What?
When they pay you. What do they call them? Super chats.
We got a super chat?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
Because she's showing her tatas in your
Man,
glasses.
if we get super chats and that's what it takes, she will be here every week, guys.
No
and
shit.
Standing in the background, and I will have her on a go-go pole doing things. Got to make money somehow, folks. Definitely ain't my shirt, apparently.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyway, all right. I don't even know what the hell's going on in the chat now.
Austin has some fucking excuse. My internet sucks. So?
Is it homosexual too?
I'm not going to work out. I can hardly watch. Weird. It's usually okay.
That is weird. Yeah, because yours usually works so good. You usually come on the show, and I don't know. Apparently not. So it's a short and what? Small and short. No, it's not a small and short. Hardly.
OnlyFans.
Yes.
You an OnlyFans.
I would have an only fan. It would be me.
Yeah, you'd be like,
thank you, Trace. I appreciate
my
that.
wife's boobs.
What's that?
You'd be saying, "Quit looking at my wife's boobs," till they sent you the money, and then you'd be like, "Oh hell, look all you want."
Here, I'll mail them to you. They're bolt-ons.
Jake.
So his internet is lagging. His laptop is too. I know. Elizabeth gave Rick a $500 super chat. That was
I know.
amazing. I've never seen one that large on anybody's live streams.
The highest I've seen is 200.
Yeah. And it sucks that Google or whoever it is going to take like 40% or whatever.
I know.
We should get a mutual post office box, then people can send us analog ones and checks and money in the mail.
No doubt. You know that thing would just be overloaded with tons of cash.
Absolutely. Oh God, look who this is.
Oh, you're God today too. Bobby was God
Little G.
Yeah.
Hey.
It seems like it kicked in now. For a while, it was like Jake was on, and between Jake, and the way the internet was lagging, I was like, what is going on here? It's like every 2 seconds, it's like, I'm like,
well, that's just Jake.
My God. And I had it on 1.5 times just trying to catch up. No.
Shit.
There was an additive effect. Jake was doing all
right. He was doing good.
He was.
But together, I could understand even less.
Yeah,
we had a little neighborhood watch thing here.
How'd that go?
One cop came. It was like literally 4 or 5 people that knew each other from the office, and like 3 other people went to it. And pretty much they came and crime's low here, whatever, this or that. I was like, okay, so what about the truck that was sitting on blocks this morning because it had all its wheels ripped off?
Holy shit. Really?
In a parking structure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, I mentioned it a few times during the meeting of us few people, and they didn't say that's not what it was. So literally in the middle of a parking structure, probably 2 a.m, they took the wheels and tires off the truck and left it sitting on blocks. A few weeks ago, a car that was parked where I usually park on the top of the roof in the dark had its back window broken into. And I think they commented something like, oh, they were trying to steal this or that. And the stats weren't too horrible from what they say, although it was like the stats from basically a few blocks around here, what crime goes on, violent, this or that, But I was telling them, I'm like, yeah, when I start my car in the morning, I'm walking up the stairs to the roof, and I'm on the stairs, and I click the remote start, and I look for the green light. If the green light comes on and it starts, I'm like, great, the car's there. That's one step. I walk outside. I got to wait until I walk around both sides of the car. I'm like, oh, great, all the windows in it. We're good to go. So it just sucks. And they're like, yeah, it's not that bad around here. It's fine. And it probably is. It's probably just, I've seen the few things happen in the last little while, but it's like with all this stuff so close together, I can't help but think, oh, well, mine's going to be next. I mean, here, my car should have been parked where that car was parked, except they took my spot. So I parked across the way. Not like we actually have spots. That's just where the whole roof's empty. That's where I usually park, but they happen to park there. And it's more likely that, it looked like they had something in their car or something, where mine, for whatever reason, knock on wood, they haven't broken into and don't break into. But it just happened to be where I usually park it and got broken into. And that's the one that the guy called me super early in the morning. I didn't get the call until the next morning, and he chased the guy out. He chased him out with his pew-pew in hand, and apparently the guy didn't want to steal from the car anymore.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. It wasn't a big meeting where I felt like throwing out too many comments or anything. And, office people are there. They're going to know where you live and all this stuff. But like I said in the comments earlier, I wanted to throw out, if they're like, oh, yeah, you have any suggestions or this or that? Yeah, I think somebody needs their hands cut off just to see their face.
No doubt.
Like, yeah, man.
I'd
be so hot the worst. These are the worst.
Exactly.
They just feel entitled to what you have because they don't want to go get it, for themselves.
Yeah.
Fuck. Bust them in the head.
Yeah. When I go out there, if somebody was in my car, it's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say. But I see you down there, Jake. So what's the story behind the shirt and the hat? Sorry if you already went over. I glanced over the beginning of the show. Yeah.
No
This
story.
is what you wear. I didn't know if you're back. I didn't know if you're back from vacation. You went to I don't know where or what.
I went on vacation. I had to buy a whole bunch of new clothes before I went, and this happened to be one of them. And it's actually very comfortable.
Does it?
I like
not have buttons or a zipper?
No, it does.
You can't close
it. It has
it.
buttons.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Why you don't like that? You're jealous, right? You're jealous. Look, boy, dude.
Ooh. I try and keep mine tamed down a little, you know.
I'm sure you do, but real men don't. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah. But you know.
No. Put it away, man. Put it away.
See, too white to tell you. You don't have the big scar though. You don't have the big scar running down the center.
Oh, that's true.
Like
that's
real,
true.
like real men have. You know what I mean?
Real scars. You make me think of that. Reminds me of my husband because when he lost his hand, they took his hand and they put it in his stomach, and then they took his hand,
stomach.
Yeah, and that was to keep the circulation going until they were ready to put his big toe on his hand. And so he has his pinky turned sideways with the plastic joint in it. And then he has his big toe over here. And then right here is fat from his stomach that they stuck right here because all his fingers were amputated. So this is all like a cushion for him right here. So yeah, it's pretty unique, but
that's crazy.
It worked.
Yeah.
And then he became an airplane mechanic and a pilot.
And got a girl.
Yep. After he lost his hand. Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't get the memo that you're supposed to play the victim?
Yeah, no.
I can't work. I can't.
He didn't get that memo. He just went back to work. That's why when somebody goes, well, I'm on, they're really, I mean, it's not that it's not for people, because there are really people that cannot get out and work. It's just, there's no way. But Marvin was one that he knew there was a way he could work around it. Now, I have to tell you that you want to talk about frustration. You have to understand that he's got a thumb and a pinky. This is turned sideways, so it goes like this. But can you imagine like trying to put like a little tiny bolt in a place up above where you can't even see it, in the dark, in an aircraft that, it's like the places that he works, and you think about what he has to do, and he's small. So they want him for those little tiny spots. No wonder he comes home frustrated. Yeah. Well, all of this is gone.
That's how you reach in the small places. You just get where somebody else can't put the bolt up in there, you get up in there.
Yeah. It literally looks like this, basically, without any fingers. I mean, and of course his thumb is bigger because it's his toe from his right foot.
Better than nothing. At least you still have something to grab with.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, the kids called it the claw, and when he grabbed them by the nape of the neck, let me tell you what, those boys went, holy shit. That
big toe strength.
Yeah. So it was.
What have the subjects been for tonight? Not much.
Oh Christ. The Roe v. Wade, the gun law in New York, Clarence Thomas opening the door to other opinions from the Supreme Court becoming overruled at some point. Christ, the gas, Biden. I mean, we've been all over the place. It's been a little bit of everything. Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Roe v. Wade?
Some of the things. Roe v. Wade. At first, I was thinking, it's pretty good. You're getting some power away from the central government back to the states, a little more local. I mean, it's dropping out here back and forth, but it seems like it's going through fine. So I mean, there's that. At first, I was kind of like, yay, the court's a little more on our side for once, which I wouldn't take on our side and doing things wrong over not being on our side. But at least, it's kind of a small victory there. But I feel like with some of the states going as far as to ban abortion completely, some of them are going pretty far. And, the left states are going to take it to the other extreme. I think there's probably, some happy medium. It's hard for people to decide where that is. Obviously, but then again, to decide as well.
Yep, I agree. It's so weird, right? That the Roe v. Wade decision is going to reflect directly the polarization in the country and how far apart everybody is on everything. Like you said, the left-leaning states are going to go right to the hill, and oh, my 35-year-old is a pain in the ass, so I'm going to abort it. And
some of those might not be a bad thing.
I agree. But the other ones that outright ban it, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I just think that there's a lot of things that I think were done that, they let go on and they made legal, and I don't necessarily think that, I think we won't even get into it because I don't necessarily agree with everybody, but when it comes to, certain things, but I think that, we once you give them a little piece, they just, especially the liberals, man, they will run with that shit as far as they can, and they will do whatever they can to get away. I mean, they really have shown us lately how well they're good at that. I mean, they, with whatever it is they want, something that you think, no way, they're not fucking doing that. It's like, sure shit. You look it up and go, yes, they fucking are. They certainly are. I mean, just think about the whole thing of cops not being, we just discussed
no duty to respond or act. Yeah.
Yes. How the fuck did that ever make it through Supreme? How did it ever make it through there?
I don't ever remember that coming up as part of conversation in political circles. It just kind of all of a sudden was like, well, that's a thing. It is? Okay. And I'm looking around going, when the fuck did that take place?
Yeah.
One thing I just remembered from our little meeting, it popped back into my head. The cop was going on. They're talking about, call priority and stuff. And I think about the stuff Rick says, and one of the office people goes, oh, yeah, there's words you can use to get him here sooner. And the cop's like, oh, no, there's not. Because, of course, the cop doesn't want to tell you, oh, yeah, say gun, knife, violence. You know what I mean? But that's what the office people were getting at. And then another thing was he was like, oh, yeah, just call 911 if you see this or that. It's more calls. They might not get here fast if it's not something urgent, especially if you start the call saying that. But it's more calls. You could always call back and say it's more urgent once you see more. And if you call 1,000 times, hey, that just means that they'll say that there's more work to be done and they'll hire more cops. I was like, like Rick says, we need more so that we can hire more people. And, I'm sure compared to what they probably want to be, they're understaffed here. Yeah. But yeah, call us more so we can get more government. I was just kind of chuckled. I'm like, yep, yeah, sounds about right.
Yep.
It does.
Going back to the New York decision,
Mm-hmm.
I think the New York decision is good, of course. I mean, these places that aren't giving out permits, that's not the right to keep and bear arms. I think, now that I think about it, it was Rick's video that he reposted. That was a great video. It got me to thinking about, I knew there were some weapons around before besides muskets, and we've gone over the cannon thing. You could have cannons, but then I like that they broke down. I always like when they go back and they read the dictionaries from the time period to break down the law, and not today's standard. What were they thinking? And I like that it broke down. It's not only like firearms, it was also anything that you would use in your defense, because they want to ban body armor. And according to their definitions back then, anything that you could, keep, wear, bear in your defense would include armor.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's arguably, protected in the Second Amendment. Of course, how they're going to want to interpret it now. No, it said arms. Now you're stretching to armor and blah, 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 blah. Hey, it was in their dictionary.
That's right.
So it was in the dictionary of their time. I like, of course, the reading of the Constitution based off of the dictionaries of that time, what the words originally meant. And of course, they weren't coming back from a hunting trip. So get over that.
So, exactly.
Absolutely. Great points, Fly. Great points. Yeah, I found that video that Rick posted there that talked about that. You're talking the animated thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That thing was great. That was
Yeah.
full of information that was
Yeah.
easily digestible, and
Exactly.
everybody should fucking watch it.
Oh yeah, and recommend it to anybody that has to anybody. I mean, I literally posted it right on Facebook and said, "Man, educate yourself. It's definitely something you." I think it was it's like you said, easier to digest. Because that's not always easy shit to understand.
Yes. Let me ask you a question. Now, I did the same thing. I watched the video and I immediately shared it to my Facebook news feed. Now, normally, when I share most things on my news feed, if I then go into Facebook and go from YouTube to Facebook, I will see in my own news feed,
Profile.
Boop, it's the first thing. It's the first thing in my news feed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times with Rick's videos or other controversial gun, whatever rights sort of videos, I will post and share them from YouTube. They don't go into my news feed. They go into my timeline. It's like it's like Facebook has figured out which channels I like and which channels I share things about that it doesn't like, and it immediately sticks them in my timeline, not in the news feed, and people never see it and people never comment on it.
Remember the other day, Yank, when I posted that about my kids, I could take them out of the will for $250 because they didn't like my video on the graves, and you laughed your ass off on that one. Okay. I don't think anybody ever seen those videos.
No shit.
And those were really cool videos too.
They were. Huh.
Yeah. And I think YouTube has also basically censored them.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I don't like this whole shit, man. I'm kind of pissed off. I don't know where this. Okay, I don't like how. Okay, it's well, it's a private company. They can do what they want. Okay, fine, they can do what they want. But then Elon Musk is going to buy Twitter, and all of a sudden, companies can't do what they want, right? You know what I mean? So, I wish that there was some. Man, we need a fucking internet bill of rights. That's what the fuck we need, because the internet is worldwide. So everybody's got to get on a page and start talking about this shit to try and get something passed. So that now we know that globally they're going to try and censor, because globally the majority of countries are into censorship and authoritarianism and keeping people dumb. But we're a good group of people in this country that don't want that. We might be able to pull off something that's just for America in the internet, and things that are shared within our borders, I guess you could say. I don't know. Something needs to be done, because the shit's pissing me off. I don't like how I'm being censored and manipulated, and I'm not able to get any messages out to people of things that are important, like that video, which is not obnoxious to anybody. It is not problematic, I guess you could say. It's just the truth, and that's what it is. You know, like Fly was saying, it's original definitions from original dictionaries in the mindset of the people at the time they created this. So it helps enlighten people and educate them. And we don't have that anymore. And it's so irritating that it didn't get out there and get the message out. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know.
Yeah, the Bill of Rights that we have now should cover the internet. They just need to set the precedent that it does.
Thank you. Yes. Again, this goes back to make a fucking law and put it on the books, and then let the Supreme Court rule whether it's constitutional or not. If you make an amendment and put it on the books, it's constitutional. You know, that's all they got to do with simple shit, man, instead of all these workarounds. And we have a law that we don't know whether it's a law or not. It's people assume it is, and then when it's taken away, they freak out. I don't know. It's all fucked up. Get back to the original shit.
they've passed it to the bureaus now for their interpretation. We're not going to make a law on it. They need to interpret it over there. No, if it's not clear, I got that they got to maybe interpret a little thing here or there, so every word doesn't need to be spelled out. We don't need to be ridiculous, but we're talking about a countrywide issue. They're going to figure it out.
Right.
Pistol braces, or this law, that law. This is legal. That this was legal. Now it's not legal. No, that's a big thing. There's millions out there. This isn't a little, whatever. The stoplight should be 14 feet high or 15 feet high. Maybe they could figure that out. Probably not. They probably couldn't figure that out either. They wouldn't know how high to make it to get a truck under it. But stuff like that. But here they have countrywide issues that where the FBI can determine, the ATF can determine that. It's like, no,
right?
Make a law.
I mean, even this red flag law shit. How is this even slightly passed when we have the fucking Fourth Amendment that says you should be securing your person's papers and effects and due process and all this shit, and they could just come in because someone said so and take your shit without due process? What the fuck? That's as bad as, and it's as simple as also you drive your car on the road and it's not registered or whatever the fuck it is, and the cops just call a tow truck and take it away.
Oh, if you don't,
wait a minute, you can't do that. That's without due process. You're taking shit from me.
Here in Oregon, if you don't have insurance on your rig, they tow it.
They can't do that. How does
no
nobody
fucking bust your coconut? Yeah, fucking tow your rig if you don't have insurance.
It drives me crazy when I hear shit like that, because literally they cannot do that according to the Constitution, which is the supreme law of the land. Everything else that goes against the Constitution is repugnant and should be fucking disqualified. And we don't do that. I don't know how somebody's not brought suit.
Yank, that's why I say it can't be a thing where we pick and choose which part's gotta go. It's all gotta fucking go.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I don't like property tax. To think that you can buy something, pay it off, pay the tax on it, pay the interest on it, you get to the end and you can never own it. Even if you bought this thing that's $1 million and you owe, let's say, some small amount of tax, because you owe that small amount of tax, they can come take this whole $1 million asset. Why can you not buy something and ever become self-sustainable, where you can just live on it, mind your own business, as long as you don't interact with anything outside of that bubble, not have to deal with anybody? No, they're always going to come for their 10%, whatever. They're going to come for their bit, no matter what. You can't buy it and ever own it completely where somebody can't come and take it away.
Yep.
Oh, you're so right, brother. You're so right. It's infuriating.
We just paid ours off, and we still have to pay our insurance and taxes on it.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter how much we don't want to.
Fuckers, they get their pound of flesh, don't they?
It's very frustrating.
Ooh.
One way or another.
Shit. So let me ask, how did the whole neighborhood watch thing end? Did it end like you guys are thinking about starting one, or no?
It wasn't really like that. It was kind of, the cop was there for a while. He gave the statistics. Do you have any questions for me? No, not really. Then everybody hung out so maybe that was 20, 30 minutes. They started a little late, waiting for more people to come. Nobody really showed up. I don't think there wasn't a whole lot of questions. Some people talked about one issue was people being down at the pool after hours. It seems like one guy was kind of peeved about it. Like he's called them on a regular about people being down there. And I get it, and my thing up here, I've never complained. I probably never would, but I do think when it's 10 or 11 o'clock at night, quiet times 10, I don't care if you're down there, but how about you're not yelling and screaming? You're adults. And how about you keep your kids from running up and down the hallways at 11, 12 o'clock at night, yelling and screaming? Is that difficult?
Right.
Like, I don't care if you're, the pool closes at 10. I don't care if you're down there. I don't care if you're there at 2 o'clock in the morning and you drown. But just be quiet.
Right, because their rights to do what they're doing end at your fucking ears.
Exactly. And it's like, and I don't care. I know right now is the perfect time of year. Fireworks. People don't like fireworks. I happen to like fireworks, but I also don't really like fireworks at 2 o'clock in the morning on August 20th. Like, I don't care if you do them on August 20th, if you do them between, like, I don't know, 8, 9, maybe 9 to 10. 10's getting a little late. But at 2 o'clock in the morning, when you hear, thump, the thing go out of the tube, and then that thing's right over your house, boom, like, I like those. But not 2 o'clock in the morning when it's like some random day.
Yeah.
It's like, just be decent about it. You know, it's like, it's not that hard. Be a decent person.
I agree.
But yeah, so to answer your question, it went like that. There was drinks and food. The few people hung around and, you know, had drinks and food and talked and gossiped. The bottom line was pretty much, if you see something, say something, let us know. Is there any recommendations about the property? But hey, our hands are kind of tied. We can't do a whole lot, but let us know, you know, if there's something or this or that. So that's kind of what it was. And we're going to put a camera over the pool. We're going to try and catch people. And they're like, yeah, we're women. We like investigating things. So we're looking at cameras and we're trying to find, we're like, you know, gossiping and finding people that's doing this stuff. And one thing, it was funny. They're like, oh, we're giving fines when there's less people there and we're just chatting. They're like, we're giving fines to people that put their trash out in a bag instead of the can. I was like, oh, well, once in a while I'm one of those people, because, you know, and they're like, oh, you're in such and such. You have the Ring camera on your door, huh? I was like, yeah. So I told him, look, here's the reason why I did it. The guy that used to take the trash out came along, wasn't gentle taking the bag out. He tried to rip it out, rip the top off the bag and left it in there. She goes, oh, it was probably heavier stuck, huh? I said, it might have been a little heavy. I said, but I already pulled it out. I make sure to slide the bag out of the trash can and lightly set it back in there so it's not jammed down in there. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, it was probably still stuck. But I said, hey, that's what started me doing it. I'm like, dude, if you're going to rip it up, take it out of the trash can, I'll take it out of the trash can for you and put it there. I put it out at 8 o'clock. You take it at 9 anyways. It's not that big of a deal. But I'm sure they try and prevent bugs and whatever because stuff leaks out. So that's another thing. We talked about somebody dropped a bottle of vegetable oil in the hallway up here. They're concrete connected to the outside hallways. So they dropped a bottle of vegetable oil, left the half bottle, and then, of course, people today tracked that around. Today, the elevator, because it goes down to kind of the lobby and the pool, it's all sticky. So we talked about that stuff and just like, yeah, it sucks, but people are messy and they don't clean up after themselves, so it is what it is. Yeah, you know, it's like it sucks for them, it sucks for us.
How many people would you say are in your place?
There's 4 floors, 2 buildings. It's got to be, I don't know, maybe, I'm trying to think.
500
units. At least 25 units per floor times, at least 200 to 300 units, maybe.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe more than, maybe that's a big underestimate. You know what? It might be more closer to 400 units or so. So that times they're 1 or 2 bedrooms.
Wow.
So
now, if you don't mind me asking, for work, is that, do you live there because of work and its proximity to work, or do you want to move out eventually to a place?
Yeah, I would move further out, but I'm literally a quarter mile from work. I joke with him and tell him I drive halfway and I walk the other half. and I only do it because it, like, either it's hot or cold. Usually, really, I should walk, but I like having my car there. And having my car there just gives me somewhere closer to lock something in it.
I dig it.
You know, rather than being a whole half mile away.
Sure.
Oh, he froze.
I was going to say, I think I froze, but okay. Yep, he froze. You froze, Fly. Sorry, bud.
Kick it, Fly. Kick it. Kick it. One.
Hit the side of it. Hit the side of it.
Yeah. No, you got to be gentle. But yeah, so at least that way, you know, I have something with me if something happens here, because I've got the doorbell camera, then I have an alarm on it too.
Oh,
so
good for you.
If the alarm went off, then I would know something's going on.
Nice.
Check the video, see if somebody came in or whatever.
Nice.
I'll get here probably faster than the cops would. So I think their alarm calls, if it's not somebody actually calling in, is like a priority 2 rather than 1 or something. So I could probably get over here faster.
Right on. Cool.
They better hope the cops come first. For me, it's personal.
I don't think I ever asked if and you could say, well, fuck off. if you want. What do you do for work?
Fuck off.
No.
Well, you don't have to be specific. I mean, is it construction, blue collar, white collar?
No. It's semi-white collar now. I do research in a lab for a small biotech company. Yeah, there's about 26.
Creating viruses, people. You fuck. Is Fauci your boss?
Sometimes, but we don't talk about that. We're about to have a not InfoWars. What is it? What's the guy that does the interviews to O'Keefe?
Veritas.
Project. We're about to have a little interview. Yeah, we make viruses. We dish them out once in a while, but it's not a big deal.
As long as you're saving the serum that cures us all, then we're okay with it.
It's cancer drug delivery research. That's about as specific as I'll get. But
that's cool.
It's it's more of a stepping stone job while I probably figure out if I was going to do medical school. Now I kind of, with everything going on, I kind of think about it more and more. Maybe do something more like nursing, be a nurse or something, shorter schooling, still make decent money. Yep. I just need enough to get stuff going where I can have some land out here and then invest in whatever, some startup capital.
Yes, sir. Very cool.
But yeah, so I'm super close. So that's why I'm here. It's proximity. And when I was looking for apartments, I was staying in a 6.
Whoop.
So it's like here. So I was staying in like a little studio hotel. So in a place, and it looks reasonably nice. Yeah, it's a little higher on the price end, but I won't put so much wear and tear on the car. I'll be super close, so it'll be fast to get to work. I'll spend that time, in the gym or sitting here on my butt or doing something else. So that's what I ended up doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Kind of sucks to be paying more, but when you come from California, where what I'm paying here would be a trashy little place, it doesn't seem so bad.
Oh, that's right. You're a California transplant to Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow. Where in California were you?
Los Angeles, Orange County. Actually, I shouldn't say Los Angeles, Orange County.
Okay. Right on. Now, how long have you been in Texas?
Going high, cutting out here.
I'm sorry. How long?
Since the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Since the beginning of the year.
Right on. Cool. I hope you don't mind me asking questions. I never thought to ask you questions because you come on and we just start talking about shit. So I never ask you nothing.
Now we know everything about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm back now. No, that's what I was gonna say. Somebody's back there writing it down, like, oh yeah, let's research this time. This
is his favorite color.
What's his PIN number?
Yeah. Job with this many people that works at it near this area, can live this close at this point. Weirdos.
And I asked you. That's a Stetson, right? Well, he froze.
He's like, fuck you. I'm gonna act like I'm froze.
Yeah.
He ain't knowing everything about
me. He's pretending.
Dude, if he did,
he's got so horrible tonight.
No, that's okay. That's a Stetson, correct?
Yeah.
What did that run you?
The $150. No.
Oh, okay.
No, the 130 maybe. Yeah, straw hats aren't that much. Straw hats kind of, at least from my knowledge. I mean, yeah, you might be able to get one that's like $250. I'm sure there's more, but even for like quality straw, it doesn't run that high. Whereas if you were starting off on like beaver fur, this or that, you're gonna be like, I think they say like, I think a 40X is like minimum, and that's like $400 plus probably. So yeah, so people take care of them, and and tradition, but
yeah, man.
Hey.
But yeah, there's a cost there. What are you going to say about the beaver fur?
Nothing.
Just look at Maureen's comment.
I'll publish my notes on Fly later. I set you up, dude.
Yeah.
I turned the internet loose on Fly.
And you're the one that brought up orgies, dude. You opened the gutter talk.
Yeah, you did.
That'd make it interesting. You gotta come in with a bang.
Absolutely. Well, listen,
I'll have
guys.
to go back and watch the other bit too.
Oh,
Yes.
sure. Yeah, I mean, we talked about basically everything, but it was kind of a bullshit. Just getting back into the swing of things. It was nice to be back. I missed you guys a lot, to be honest. I get so
You don't
used
have
to
to
the
lie.
Tuesday night routine that fuck. When I miss one, it's like, damn, I miss everybody. You know? So it's nice to be back.
Yeah, I'll let you guys close it out for the night. I see you're at 2:20, and I know your new standards 2 hours, 2 hours plus, 2 hours plus
Yeah,
premium.
we'll give you the plus. We'll give you the plus.
All right, guys. Nice hearing from you. I look forward to you seeing you guys next Tuesday. I'll probably dread it Tuesday morning. I'll be like, it's that day where I gotta chalk up the afternoon to this. But then once we get going, it'll be good.
There you go, brother. Right on, man.
Right.
Good to see you,
I'll
man.
see you guys around.
Take care, Fly.
Thanks.
Thank you. He's a good dude, man. I like having him on.
Yes.
I like having all our guests on.
I do
listen,
too.
and that goes to some of you people here. I noticed Blunt Man said he didn't quite
tried.
get what his he tried a few times and something was up with his server, I think, or something like that. So okay, he tried. I appreciate that. Wasp has been on, Tracy's been on. I don't think Andy's been on. Maureen hasn't been on.
I want to go back here to Ashley real quick.
Yes.
She is in Florida with her mom, whose fiance, her mom's fiance of 22 years, suddenly passed away on Friday.
Oh, Jesus.
So
I'm sorry.
Yep, I'm sorry to hear that, Ash.
That sucks.
Yeah, damn. We just had a friend that passed away, and I can't even say a whole lot about it, except for that 1 minute he was there, and the next minute he was basically gone. Just, and I think it was heart attack, but I'm not sure. But it's very strange. And I think it happened somewhere around Father's Day weekend. So.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that too.
Yeah.
But, man, I tell you, it really hit me. I forget when it was. I think I mentioned it maybe. There was a coach on the basketball, coaching on the sidelines, some basketball team, and he collapsed. It's on video. He stumbled a little bit, had a heart attack right there, boom, flatlined. And it was a semi-pro basketball team, and one of the players was a daytime firefighter. So he came over, he immediately knew what to do, and he started doing chest compressions on this guy. He did chest compressions on him for 30 fucking minutes. 30 minutes. And you know how hard it is? It's an incredible workout to do.
It is more than anybody realizes. It's not,
it's rough. Yeah.
Yeah. And I never realized how rough it was until I had a coworker that actually had to do it on somebody at one of our residents. And she was like, holy moly. I mean, I did tons of CPR classes, but she said it is, and most of them with her. And she said, it's nothing like actually getting on there. She said, especially being a smaller person, because you got to have enough oomph to get them, to get that down. I mean, you got to get enough depth in it. So it's not easy.
Many times, I guess, apparently you break the ribs of the person you're doing it to. That's how much you have to do it.
Yeah.
So this guy did it for 30 minutes, and he brought the coach back. Not the coach. He was a ref, and brought the ref back, and he lived. And I think like the next day, while he was at the hospital, he had to undergo like a quadruple bypass or something like that. So this guy, but the way this guy dropped, and he was dead. He was dead, and it's like that really kind of fucking hit me that how fast
I can go. But how many times do you say to yourself, I don't want to be fucking suffering. Thanks.
Bingo.
Just let me fucking 1 second I'm here and the next minute I'm gone. Boom.
Yes. Yeah.
And you know, it's great for the person that's dying, but that dies, but for the one that the people that the loved ones, man, that's hard.
Yes, absolutely. When people aren't able to say goodbye and all that stuff, that's a bitch. That's a bitch.
It is.
Yep. Yep.
All righty. Well, I guess this was an awesome live. Thank you everybody for coming and being here and
very much
visiting with us. And like Yank has said a billion times before, without you guys, we'd be nothing. And we sure as hell wouldn't be here, being able to do what, you know, I mean, yeah, we could do it, but we'd probably be talking to ourselves. So you guys, you are the Yank and Gutter show. So
absolutely.
But thanks so much. And thanks, Yank.
Always a pleasure, Gigi.
And what you got to say?
I can't say anything better than what you said. Thank you for coming. It's always a blast. Thank you for welcoming me back. I missed you guys, and hopefully I won't miss any more anytime soon. So, I mean, we look forward to seeing you every Tuesday nights, man. It's our thing, you know.
Yep.
I don't know who it was. Who was it who said the 17? We should get tattoos. The loyal 17. You know what I mean?
Doubt.
That's who we are, man.
Because it does seem, those numbers seem to pretty much fly in that 17 range.
Yep.
It really does every time when I'm looking up at it. So,
yep.
And anyways, all right, everybody. Good night.
Sleep well, guys. And we're going to see you around the funny pages, wherever the hell that is. We'll see you next week. Right?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. We're out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, out.
Bye.